of you that I haven't had the chance to meet yet, I'm Shannon Corba. I am the MomCo coordinator. MomCo is an international organization that's been around for 50 years. And I think it's been in Canyon Hills about 30 years, a long time. Some of the mentor moms that you'll see actually were here as moms and have come back as mentor moms. So that's how amazing this ministry is. But there's been a name change. So it's okay if you still say MOPS, because I'm still saying MOPS, and some of the old graphics still say MOPS. But we're going to go ahead and show the video from the CEO of MomCo about the name change.
This is a big year for us as an organization because we are celebrating 50 years of ministry in the world. And in September, we launched a report based on a year-long study that we've done in partnership with Barna Research Group. And it's the first post-COVID study on the state of motherhood and how it impacts culture and the church, and it's called Motherhood Today. And in addition to all of that, I have a big announcement. MOPS will be changing the name of the organization. And if you're like me at all, that might evoke some feelings, right? But before I share with you all the details, I want to take you on a journey that started over 10 years ago when we started to get feedback that there were some significant challenges with the name MOPS. So here is some of the feedback that we heard. As an international organization, the name MOPS presents some challenges in translation. One example is that in German, MOPS is slang for breasts, which is either very descriptive or very offensive for a mothering organization. And not to mention the correlation with cleaning supplies, right? What we hear over and over again is that moms say it's offensive at worst and silly at best. And in addition to that, the phrase mothers of preschoolers shifted in meaning over the decades. Preschool used to mean kids younger than elementary age. Now, it's being interpreted as having a 3 to 5-year-old who attends preschool. And what we regularly hear from women who have a baby is that they think they can't attend MOPS until their kid is in preschool. We also have programs that serve moms outside of the early motherhood stage, like Moms Next, for moms who have kids up to high school age. So the name Mothers of Preschoolers doesn't encompass the big scope of our programs. So we hear all this research, and the board agreed that our next step was to do extensive research. And so we hosted countless focus groups with moms. We listened to global volunteers, consulted with other organizations, got input from church leaders. And as we compiled all the feedback, it was very clear that as God has grown this ministry and the organization has expanded, we've outgrown the name MOPS. And at that point, we mourned because the thought of a new name was scary and sad. There's so much legacy connected with the name. But we also knew that we needed to be brave if we wanted to continue to be the pioneering movement that God has created us to be. And so we said yes. And we also started asking God for the perfect new name that would lead us into our next 50 years. And after years of trusting that God would provide the right name at the right time, I am thrilled to say that we have a new name, and I get to share it with you today. But before I share the name, I want to be very clear. Even though our name is changing, here's what's not changing. The first and most important thing is that our focus on Jesus is the most important piece of this ministry, and that isn't changing. Our mission statement is not changing. In fact, we're changing our name so that we can better fulfill our mission statement. Our faith and value statements aren't changing. What leaders get to run their group isn't changing. In fact, it will be more robust. The only change will be a name refresh that brings more clarity about what we do and less calls to headquarters from people looking to order cleaning supplies. As you know, the central piece of MOPS has always been to create a mom community that provides opportunities to encounter Jesus. That's who we are, that's what we do. We were the pioneering mom community with this mission, the first of its kind in 1973. And since then, we grew from a US-based mom community into a global mom community, and a military mom community, and a mentor mom community, and a Moms Next mom community, and a teen mom community, and even an online mom community. Our specialty is creating transformational mom community. And so our new name is shorthand for the mom community. And so without further ado, let me introduce you to the MomCo, also known as the mom community. And this name change is going to allow moms around the world to join our community and get closer to Jesus. And what a huge opportunity it is to be in the same place that the founders were 50 years ago. To get to say yes to a new thing that God is doing, because God's track record is that He is doing something bigger than any of us can even dream of. And we collectively are the founders of this next movement. We get to be the ones that God is raising up for this moment. And so here's to our next 50 years.
I thought she could explain it a lot better than I could with the name change. But for MOPS, I'm still MomCo. Every year they put out a new theme, and we have a verse for the year, we have our MOPS charges, and we'll show this on our second one. Some of you have seen them before, but this year our theme is Say Yes, and the verse is, do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see where the work begins. And so all of these are connected into Scripture, and these themes are decided years in advance, and somehow they always perfectly align with what is going on in the year. So that's a little bit about MOPS. Now that you're a part of MomCo, you have access to their website. They do a mom convention every September. They haven't announced where this one is. So yes, it is at Canyon Hills, but it's actually a huge international organization that you have full access to as members. So we'll send out more information, but it's really exciting. And I got to meet Mandy. She is incredible. She's an amazing leader. So we're in really good hands. But we're going to go ahead now and start our program without further ado. So is there anybody pregnant that would like to announce it? Any pregnant mamas out there? No, okay. Fake out. Okay. Maybe in a couple months after the holidays have rolled down. Okay, so we would like to invite you to attend Canyon Hills services. We have a 9 a.m. and a 10:45. You can also watch online also, and we would love to see you. We have a lot of members here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Our live stream available. You can find on Facebook. So this, ladies, I am so excited. This is actually from you. So I think it was spring 2023, we had Kurt and Rhonda Hamner. Do you remember? Okay, so they are a couple, they run a ministry, and there was such an overwhelming response. We need our husbands, significant others, friends here. So MomCo, we are actually putting this event on for Canyon Hills. So we're calling it Relationship Goals. And Kurt and Rhonda are going to come back, and they're going to talk about all forms of relationship and how to create intimacy, better communication, and just it's wonderful. So this actually came from you, and it's open to all of Canyon. You can bring friends, family, anybody that you think that will benefit from it. I'll send out more information, but save the date. It's Friday, February 16th, 6:30 here. We're going to have dinner. It's going to be a lot of fun. Women's retreat. I feel like I want to pass the mic off to Missy or Heather. They are on our women's ministry, but I am so excited. We have our women's retreat coming up it's April 26th through the 28th. I'm going to be the first to sign up. They just opened registration. Do you guys want to talk about it a little bit? Where is Missy? Okay. Heather. Oh, she's putting it, okay.
Talk about it?
No, sign up. You could beat me to the punch.
I don't know what I'm going to say about it. I'm really excited about it. Missy and I and Tammy and all of women's ministry have been trying to put together a really awesome theme for it, and the theme is breathe. So we are, as moms, just overwhelmed, and we just have a lot on our plate, a lot going on. So we want to have this space and this weekend a time for you to breathe, and to breathe with Jesus, and to learn how to just like take a breath. So that's our theme. We looked at a ton of different resources for study guides and what kind of like speaker thing we were going to have, and we found one that is called Rhythms of Renewal. So their theme, our tagline is Rest, Restore, and Breathe. So it's up in Arrowhead. It's the weekend of April 26th and 28th. You can pay in full $235 or pay a deposit of $100, and the balance is due by March 4th, I believe. Is that right, Missy? Yeah. What? March 3rd. Anything else that you can think of? Be there. It's going to be really fun. We just had a planning meeting last night of just some more things, like tangible things to take home, so that you don't just leave with like almost like a camp high with thoughts, but you actually have physical things to continue to like do daily or weekly or with your community or, you know, with your husband or whatever.
And don't feel guilty for letting your husband watch your kids. It's actually really good.
Yeah. The guys had a men's retreat in September, and it was, same place, but ours is going to be way better. And they came back very refreshed and renewed, and they had a break. So you all deserve a break too, so sign up. We do have limited spots, so sign up and let us know if you have any questions.
And this is the first retreat that's been back since COVID, I think. So I went to the one that was the year, it was 2000, was the last one. And it was, that's right. It was like a full-blown slumber party for the whole weekend. I couldn't even believe it. We stayed up one night until 3 a.m, like ugly laugh crying, because when do you actually get to be back in a slumber party setting with some of your friends? It was really fun. So I highly recommend it, and I am absolutely signing up as soon as it goes live. Okay. It is live. Okay. And so, follow us, MOPS Canyon Hills online, MomCo. See, I'm already, this is a hard transition. Follow us. Missy and Tiffany post all the time, just information and fun memes. So we invite you to follow us. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Lastly, Canyon Hills has a sister church in the Philippines, and every year in February, there's a trip that goes over there, and they lead a conference, a leadership conference. And so we have been asked as our MomCo team to put together 25 care packages, but we are not physically putting them together. So what they're asking for is just either cash donations, or if you're like, I want to bring 25 hand creams or 25 lip glosses, we're going to take all that and we're going to package it. And this goes to the women of the church, and they work really hard. So the goal is just to pamper them and love on them and like let them know that their sister church in the U.S. is praying for them and supporting them. So if you are interested, please come see me. You can do cash. You can say, I want to bring this. It doesn't matter. So, that's actually the last. But before we get started, I actually want to introduce our leadership team. The first session, I'm just on the microphone a lot, and I don't like it, but I promise we'll get started. But we have an amazing team here of leaders that work so hard to make this happen. So at table number 2, we have Jackie Diano. She's our table leader. We have Tori, who is our mentor mom. She's not here today. At table, that's 4, right? I mix those tables up. Is that 3 or 4? 4. Okay. That's Missy. And then my mom, Sue, she's the mentor mom. And then at table 3, we have Heather, and the mentor mom is Jan. She's not here. And then at table 1, I am the leader, and we have Miss Dixie as our mentor mom. So thank you, MOPS team. Without further ado, we're going to get started now, and I'm going to invite Tiffany up to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. It's crazy to think that this is already 2024 and we're already almost done with the first month. I'm glad that we're almost done with the first month because, I'm 23 weeks pregnant and it's been a rough pregnancy, so I'm like, let's make it to May, come on. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that because, thank you. So I'm going to share a little devotional that I wrote, but if you see me pause for a second, I have something called an irritable uterus, and I'm having contractions constantly, so don't be alarmed. It's perfectly fine. But, okay, so I'm going to ask you guys to do something. You may have never done this before, and it may be a little bit awkward for you guys, but I'm going to ask you to do it anyway. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to place both of your feet completely on the ground. Now I want you to take your hands. If you're holding something, put it down, but if it's a baby, you're good. You're good, Jenna. Take your hands and place them on your legs. I just want you to take a moment, sit, and focus on your breathing. I know you probably have a lot going on after MomCo is done. Try to get it out of your mind. Just focus on breathing in and breathing out. Okay, you guys can open your eyes now. How do you guys feel? Do you feel relaxed? Feel less stressed, tired, calm? You know, I have very bad anxiety, as some of you may or may not know. And when I'm having a panic attack or an anxiety attack, my mind starts to race, my breath becomes very short and very shallow, and I feel like I have the wind knocked out of me. And then when you become angry or frustrated, or you have to have a freak out of your own, or, you're in labor and having contractions, people will tell you to breathe or to take a breath. And there's a reason for that. And this is so cool. So in Ecclesiastes, in Exodus 3:14, when Moses asks who is talking to him from the burning bush, God tells him that his name is Yahweh. Now, their Hebrew letters here, they don't use vowels. So the Hebrew letters here is Yat-Hi Vahi. Let me say this again. It's Yat-Vi Vahi. To me, that sounds like breathing. The Yat-Hi is breathing in, and the Vahi is breathing out. And when I heard this and his name, things for me just kind of clicked. A verse that immediately came to my mind was Psalms 150, verse 6. It says, "Let everything that has breath praise the Lord." What you guys don't realize is that when you're breathing, you are worshiping God. You are praising his name. And this was something, though it's not in the Torah, was actually passed down through the Jewish Kabbalah, which is a received tradition and talked about tradition. But it makes so much sense that you are literally breathing the name of God. And breath is specifically given to us by God. In Genesis 2:7, it says, "Then the Lord formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living creature." In Job 12:10, it says, "In his hand is the life of every creature and the breath of all mankind." In Job 33:4, it says, "The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty has given me life." And finally, in John 10:21 through 22, it says, "Again Jesus said, 'Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you.' And with that, he breathed on them, and they received the Holy Spirit." Now, something I also find very interesting is the Hebrew word for breath is, I'm going to totally butcher this because I even listened to it before I came up here, and I'm like, I'm going to get this, and I'm not, but it's rach. And so the Holy Spirit in Hebrew is Ra Hadashki. So literally, the Holy Spirit is breath. Now, God deserves all of our honor and all of our glory and all of our praise. So with every breath that we take, we're giving him that. Worship isn't just singing or doing good works, but by the air we breathe. When we breathe, we are doing something that God created us to do, speaking his name. Louis Giglio is a very popular theologian, has written a lot of books. And he has written, true freedom comes from worship that flows through us as natural as the air we breathe. And it honestly can be done just by breathing in itself. So with that in mind, I want you guys to go back to the same posture. Feet on the ground, hands on your legs, and breathe. So the next time you need to take a deep breath, or you catch yourself breathing, as we always do, as it is inherent, remind yourself that not only are you breathing, but you're worshiping and praising God. Thanks.
Thank you, Tiff. I don't know about you, but this, it's kind of been like an interesting start to 2024. It's been a really long month. I mean, maybe just for me, but I'm like, how are we still in January? Like, can we just like quickly go to February? But the more that I talk to like my mom friends, it feels like it's the same for a lot of people. It's just been like a kind of an interesting, I don't want to say rocky, maybe. It's just been a weird start. And so our hope for today is that today can just be a time to just rest and reflect, and we'll have programs down the line and speakers and all this stuff. But today we really just wanted to have some fun, be able to connect, just like take a deep breath, hang out with the mom friends, and just get rejuvenated so we can actually survive this month of January. But we have a fun game that we're going to play, and I'm going to invite Missy up. We're going to play Mom Guilt Bingo. And so it's underneath the Tell Us. And I was cackling like a witch when I was reading some of these. And so this is just, let me grab the thing for you. So this is just like a fun thing, because I think as moms, when I was reading this, I'm like, I could black out every single square on here. And the tagline for this game, it says, feeling some mom guilt today? Of course you are. Let's have some fun and make a game of it. Mom Guilt Bingo is perfect for a mom's time off when you are already feeling guilty for enjoying a break from your kids. So this is just a fun game, and we probably will have a lot of winners because it's Mom Guilt Bingo. So I'm going to let Missy take it away.
Of course, she gives me this job. It's probably so I don't get crazy and too competitive with Tiffany over there. So just like separate these two. All right, so I will not be playing, so don't worry, but watch out for Tiffany over there. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. So it's if you've done it, right? What? Like, okay. Oh, yeah, like as in because they're happier facing forward, and you're like, we're just gonna do it. Okay, I get that. I would agree with that one. Okay.
So if you've done this and you want to admit it, you just cross. If you want to admit it, you cross.
That's true.
And then whoever, I don't know, you just want to play like in a row, so 5 in a row.
So it could go diagonal, yeah, vertical or horizontal, and then shouting out bingo or. Mom guilt, shout out mom guilt. All right, here we go. All right, if you have ever used TV as the babysitter, this is where we bond, ladies. Just be truthful. There is no judgment in this place. This is all about, like, I get you. I feel it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I probably can't be friends with anyone who does not mark this one off because I can't relate. If you have ever yelled. And maybe we could be friends and you can give me tips if you don't yell. I'm working really hard on that one. Okay. All right, if you didn't breastfeed, you get to mark that one off. All right. If you have if you have enjoyed time away from my kids or your own kids, it says my kids. I think, oh, it's your kids. If you've enjoyed time away, my kids are in school today. I am enjoying every moment of this. All right, okay, so here's the car seat faces forward ever. I don't know, I think we're going with the, if you know you wanted to keep it facing backwards longer for safety, but you just did it for sanity. We'll do that. My sister will get this one. If you didn't read to them today already this morning, I did not read to them today. I think it means like on a day, you know. If you feel guilty, you're like, I didn't read my kids a book. My husband's like, just go put them to bed. They're fine. They don't need a book every night. Okay, if you gave them Happy Meals for lunch. Chick-fil-A, that counts. You know, it has fruit. That doesn't count. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Pretended you didn't hear their 800th question. Give me tips on that one. I'm like, pretended you didn't hear their 800th question. 800th question. I can't hear you. Okay. Sorry. Threw away their artwork. Okay, so anything. Okay, yes. So, funny story. So, I threw away just like his work, like math worksheet, you guys. A math worksheet. He found it in the trash can. He goes, Mom, I thought you saved everything in that bucket. I'm like, you thought I saved everything in that tiny little bucket that you've ever made for 3 years. Okay, we'll go with that. I don't know how it got in there, buddy. Who threw that away? Get that out right now. I'm sorry. Must have been your dad. Okay. Still haven't lost the baby weight. And nobody has bingo yet? Wow. Oh my goodness. Incomplete baby book. How about not even started baby book? Okay, let's go with this one. How old are they? Austin, 5 years old. Haven't even started. Oh, you win. You win. This is incomplete. I haven't even started Austin's. Okay. I have the album. Just, it's not filled. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. Kid knows a 4-letter word? Oh. Wow, I'm innocent. You guys got double bingo. Did they get prizes? What's your prize, ladies? Yeah, keep it. Don't clear. We'll keep it going. Wow, Tiffany. I have a different view of you now for knowing that. I'm kidding. It is. It's exactly that. Wine or sushi after conception? And did anybody else want like lunch meat? I guess I had my kids back in the day where it was like, yeah. I delivered right by tummy stuffers. I'm like, go get me tummy stuffers. In mini fridge. Who brought a mini fridge to delivery? That one gets one. Okay. Hiding in the bathroom. Yes. Yeah, we'll let someone else. Thank you. I like the way you think. Okay. Kid is still not potty trained. I for sure would have gotten that one at one point in my life. Bingo, we got 2? All right. 2 more winners, Heather and Odette, it was you? Okay. How many prizes do you have, Shannon? Are we still going? Oh, we're going. We got plenty of mom guilt. Oh, I actually need a show of hands for this one. Has anyone forgotten picture day? Oh. What were they wearing? Oh. Oh, that, I don't know what would be worse. Well, mine would be like, I always give them like free hair day if I'm running late. Make free hair day, you don't have to have gel, just get in the car. That would be like the day that I would swear I would end up with. Yeah, they love it. Free hair day. Okay, really? Failed to cherish every moment. I love telling myself, these are the moments I'm going to, these are the moments I'm going to miss. Pretty sure I'm not. Pizza for dinner. If you don't do this on a weekly basis, are you even a mom? Oh, you got it? Woo! All right. Yeah, no. It's got the like major food groups. You got, you got the protein, you got the vegetables, you got the carb. We're fine. You're fine. Screen time of any kind. Screen time of any kind. So, funny story, when I had, did you get bingo? Yeah. So, when I went back to school as a teacher with Ricky, I told the babysitter he could not watch TV or screens at all. And now I called them up and said, I'm really sorry for ever telling you that. When I was home with Austin, I'm like, that's really mean. Okay. Birthday party was not Pinteresty. Woo! Oh, you got another one. We got 2. Are we just going for blackout at this point? I'm almost to the bottom. Okay, might as well. A non-organic produce purchase. How dare you? Had an epidural. Woo! Don't we get one if you didn't have one? I feel like you should have that. Although I guess there's like the, okay. Okay, won't buy them a puppy. Don't do it. Don't feel guilty about that one. Did you get that, Mia? Bingo. My puppy's a big puppy now. She's still a puppy. Mia got it too. Okay, yoga pants and bedhead all day. Anybody in that today? That's what MOPS is all about. You guys can either fully dress up or don't get ready at all. All right. Yeah, you're right. We should toss that. You should not feel guilty about that. You're in your activewear to chase your kids. You're doing the right thing. Nice job, ladies. If you did not win and I read all of those, you just got a really unlucky card.
Did we go through all of them?
That was all of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Everyone's a winner, so everyone's a winner. All right. So we'll just pass. Thank you. Okay. Did anybody not get a candy? Okay. All right. Missy's got. Yeah, of course you are. Of course you. Okay. Who didn't? Did everybody get a candy? Jenna didn't. Here. Okay. And no guilt on the candy. Okay. Everybody got one? Okay. Thank you, Missy. And now we're just going to hang out at our tables. We have, can talk. We have the M&M game that everyone should have a sheet, but just enjoy, get to know each other a little bit better, and have fun.